Hi everyone, welcome to Module 3. At this point, you've identified a research problem. You've developed a clinical question and hopefully realized that just Googling it, in fact, is not a research strategy. Now we take the next step, figuring out how research is actually done and how to do it ethically. Because it turns out having a great question is only part of the process. You also need a plan and some boundaries. In Module 3, you'll focus on 3 key areas: formulating research methods, completing the university's assurance training, and understanding ethical considerations in research. So we're moving from, here's my question, to, here's exactly how I would go about answering it responsibly. This week, you'll learn how to design a clear and appropriate research methodology, complete the university's assurance training, which, yes, is as important as it sounds, and explore ethical responsibilities involved in conducting research. Just a heads up, your required reading quiz will include material from the assurance training. So this is not a week to click through and just hope for the best. Now, assuming we're aiming for more than just completing tasks, let's move on. Let's take a look at what you should actually be doing by the end of this module. By the end of this module, you should be able to describe the purpose of a clearly written research methodology, meaning you understand not just what you're doing, but why your approach makes sense. Identify ethical considerations in conducting research, because I didn't think about that, is not a great explanation in research ethics. Revise your focused clinical question. Yes, we're revisiting it because good research questions evolve and rushed ones show it. And appraise literature to help inform decisions, not just collecting articles, but actually using them to support your thinking. These will all be assessed through your quizzes, your discussion work, and assignments. So once again, everything is connected on purpose. This is often the point where research starts to feel a bit more real. You're no longer just exploring ideas. You're actually making methodological decisions, evaluating evidence, and considering ethical responsibility. In other words, you're doing the work of someone who conducts research, not just someone who reports on it. No pressure. The work you do here strengthens your final project. A clear method and strong ethical understanding will make everything else that follows more focused, more credible, and significantly less chaotic, which we all appreciate. All right, y'all, that's Module 3. Take your time with the assurance training, think carefully about your research design, and don't rush through the ethics. This is one area where the details really matter.